In this video, we'll go over how to tell if something is a function. So recall from the last video that we defined some key vocabulary. We talked about a relation, which is just a set of ordered pairs. So any list of ordered pairs is called a relation. Remember, ordered pairs are points. The domain, remember, are your possible x values. So for example, in the set listed above, I have 0, 1, 2, I only have to list it once since there's two of them, and then 4, my possible domain. The range are your possible y values. So in the points above, I have 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 as my possible range values. And then a mapping diagram shows the relationship between x and y, where you map x to y. So in this case, I would list 0, 1, 2, and 4 as my domain, and 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 as my range, and I would map 0 to 1, 1 to 3, 2 to 5, 2 to 7, and 4 to 9. And so I can see that the x value of 2 has two different y values, 5 and 7. So a function is a word that you're going to have to know and use. So a function is a relation, so it's a set of ordered pairs that assigns exactly one y value or range value for each x value. So basically what that means is that x should only have one y value. So for example, if I had the set of points 0, 1, 1, 2, and 2, 3, that would be an example of a function because each x value has only one corresponding y value. I'll show you examples in a little bit where this is not true, and so it wouldn't be a function. So functions can be represented as set of ordered pairs, like the one that we just listed. So 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. They can be in a table form, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. They could be in a mapping diagram. And they could be a graph. But the same thing is true for things that aren't functions. But these are just different ways you might be presented with a function and have to tell if it's a function or not. So to tell if points are functions, you look to see that each x only has one y. So basically check that your x's aren't repeating. So in this case I have 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this would be a function because each x only has one y. I don't have any x's repeating and going to different y values. But if you look at the second one, you have 1 listed twice, and you also have 4 listed twice, but they have different y values. This would not be a function because the x values of 1 and 4 have more than one y value. And in number 3, we can check 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all different, so this would be a function because same reason as above, each x has only one y value. If you look though, all of the y values are the same, but that's okay. That can happen in a function. It's just your x values can't repeat. So when you're looking at a graph, you can check to see if something is a function by using the vertical line test. So for 1 and 2, we're going to graph these points and check and see if they pass the vertical line test. So we have the point 0, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, and 3, 5. So we do know it's a function also by looking at each x only has one y value, but now you can also show that it passes by the vertical line test. So with the vertical line test, what you do is you just run a vertical line across your graph and make sure that that vertical line each time only touches one y value, which it does on this graph. I'll show you in the next one that doesn't happen. So in number 2, if we graph the points, up here we can say, now we can use, since we graphed it, we can say it passes the VLT, the vertical line test. So in number 2, if we graph these points 2, 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, and 5, 5. When you run your vertical line across this part of your graph right here, you should see that it touches more than one point at a time. So that makes it not a function. It means that that x value of 2 has a different y value. So it has more than one corresponding y value. So since we graphed it, we can easily just say that it fails the vertical line test. Same with graph number 3. If you run a vertical line across lots of different places on this graph, you're going to see that it touches the graph in more than one spot, that vertical line. So that makes it not a function because it fails the vertical line test. So look at question 1 and decide if you think this is a function. Remember, for it to be a function, each x should only go to one y value. And in number 2, explain in your own words how you determine if a graph is a function.